Hi there, my name is Jonathan Molberg and I'm a Reveler with Washington Revels. Revels is a multi-generational organization across the United States dedicated to reviving, sustaining, expanding, and celebrating cultural traditions around the world. Washington Revels has decided during this pandemic to do the Season of Reveling Book of Days. And so we invite you to join our circle as we celebrate the Jewish festival of lights known as Hanukkah. Now, what better way to celebrate a festival than with food? Today we are going to make latkes. Latkes are a fried potato pancake. They came into the United States with the Jewish diaspora of the late 19th, early 20th century. And basically in Yiddish, they are a little oily thing. And really it consists of 5 ingredients, and it's really easy, and you can make it with your kids, and they can get their hands-on experience with culture. So here are the 5 ingredients: potatoes, flour or matzah meal, depending on how traditional you want to be, eggs, salt, and some sort of high smoke oil. That's it. So come with me, and we'll make it together. It'll be fun.
All right, let's make some latkes. For every pound of potatoes you use, you will need 2 eggs, a third of a cup of flour or matzah meal, a half teaspoon of salt, and oil for frying. You also need a cheese grater, a deep dish pan, a cloth, a large bowl, a plate, and some paper towels. Each pound of potatoes should make roughly 13 or 14 latkes. First, wash your potatoes. I used white potatoes in this video, but you can use any type of potato you want. Then, take your grater and your washed potatoes and start shredding. This is a great job for kids. I am obliged to say that grating your fingers is not fun, so slow and steady is much better than going fast. Don't ask me how I know this. Once your potatoes are shredded, place them into a bowl and rinse. When you have enough water to submerge the shredded potatoes, drain the water as much as you can out of the bowl without dumping everything out. Then, using your hands, grab a handful of your potatoes. I used about softball-sized chunks, and place them on your cloth. Grab all the loose ends of that cloth and start turning it to squeeze out as much of the liquid as you can. Again, this is a great job for kids. The drier those potatoes are, the easier it is for those binding agents to make your latke. Next, add your eggs and the flour and mix. I find it easier to use my hands because this gets the best results. As a kid, I found this part to be the most fun, besides eating them, of course. Once you've mixed your eggs and flour, add the salt and mix. Now it's frying time. Take your oil and fill the bottom 25 to 33% of the pan. You need a lot of oil so that the potatoes are almost submerged. I use canola oil and a cast iron skillet to fry my latkes. Turn your heat on to medium to bring the oil up to temperature. When that oil is up to temperature, drop in a healthy spoonful of your latke mixture. To get that pancake to look the best, take the back of your spatula and smash the potatoes flat. When you see the edges get golden brown, flip the latke over away from you to cook the other side. Time per side will vary based on your pan, your stove, and the oil you've chosen. You may need to reduce the heat to somewhere between medium and low so that the oil stays hot but doesn't burn your latkes or you. Remember, safety first. When your latke is fully cooked, lift it out of the pan and drain the excess oil. Take a plate and place some paper towels on it and place your latke down. Then pat your latke dry with a separate paper towel. Then repeat until you're out of latke mixture.
Let's discuss what topping you want to put on, because it's a very, very important decision. Now, traditional toppings are applesauce and sour cream. I would invite you to try one or the other or both and see which one you like. Now, if you do decide to do a different potato, that may influence your oil choice or your topping choice. Here's a traditional potato latke, but we have sweet potato latkes over here, and these call for a much sweeter topping. So whipped cream, cinnamon sugar, applesauce is great. Go nuts. On behalf of Washington Rebels, I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey of latkes. And if you're excited about seeing other events sponsored by Washington Rebels, I encourage you to visit rebelsdc.org and come check us out. Thanks and have a good night.